Support your back. Find a comfortable seat. Wiggle your body anyway that makes you sit comfortably. And if you wish, you can close the eyes or just soften the gaze. Just feel your back against the chair, feel your sitting bones. Start taking a few deep breaths through the nose. Inhaling through the nostrils and exhale through the nose or mouth. Just feel the breath moving into your body and how the spine lifts with the breath. And feel the breath slowly moving out of your body and how the spine and the torso slowly relaxes. Just make the breath as deep and long as comfortable for you. And when you exhale, really let that exhale to be even longer than inhale. Just feeling the body here, how this flow of breath. It's almost massaging your body here, bringing in that peace, that calmness. And one more deep breath here. You can already sense this peacefulness, a sense of calmness. And the mind, the body slowing down. It brings you into the present moment. One more deep breath, and when you're ready, you can start opening your eyes slowly. Let the light shine in. And let's sit up tall, away from the back of the chair. Starting with the shoulder roll. One direction and then opposite. Okay, let's move right into the spine. So separate the feet if you need that extra support. Lean forward, maybe look down for a moment, lengthen the spine. And with the next in-breath, open and do a little back bend here. And on your exhale, you're gonna lean back, tilting the pelvis back around the spine, look down to your navel. Or if you don't want to round the spine, you can just lean back. It's up to you what feels good. So keep breathing this way, in and out. Doing your cat and cow movements, rounding the spine and opening the heart. And taking those deep breaths. The deep breaths will help you to open up the body. And if you need to move in any other way, a little bit more to the right, or when you lean forward, maybe you want to lean forward towards the left, do that. You can always close the eyes if you wish, whatever helps you to really focus on the spine. And open the spaces between the vertebrae. You are creating spaces between the ribs too. Just stretching those intercostal muscles a little bit more. And on your next in-breath, pause and sit up. Beautiful. Okay, bring the feet and legs back and you're just gonna walk in place here. Let's lift up left leg, circle the ankle and circle opposite direction. And let's point and flex, warming up the feet. If you stand up, you already have that little feeling the feet. Again, circle one direction, opposite. Pause. Right leg, just circle the right ankle, one direction, opposite. And then you point and flex the foot. And circle it again. Beautiful. Okay, raise up to down again. Walk it out. Maybe when you walk, maybe you can do a little twist. So when you lift left leg, you twist your torso a little bit to the left. When you lift right, twist your torso maybe to the right, just a little movement in the upper body too, not just the legs. Breathing. And pause. Wonderful. Okay, let's roll the shoulders. Let's stand up and we're going to go to the right side of the chair. We're gonna work with the upper body here too, standing. So stand next to the chair on the right side. You're gonna start with the hands on the shoulders. And you're gonna start to circle that elbow one direction. And now, since you're standing, you have a little more mobility. Maybe you can even twist your torso, send that elbow over to the left a little bit more. And now you're gonna circle the elbow back. Maybe you can twist your torso over to the right a little bit. So see if that works for you. Beautiful. Okay, lower that arm down, shake it up. Shake the legs. And you're gonna start standing on that left leg and lift right foot. And let's just circle the right leg for that hip joint. One direction and opposite. And place that foot down. Just walk in place to loosen up your hip joints and lifting left leg. Bend and you bring it up. And stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. Beautiful. Place it down. Okay. Walk in place here. And now have the feet to get a little bit apart. What we're gonna do next, we're just gonna bend that right knee. And the knees, just simply you bend it and send the leg back. You're gonna stand on one leg. And we're gonna have the right arm down and with the in-breath, lift the right arm up. So imagine your right arm is, it's like a arm of a clock. So your arm is at 12 o'clock. And now you're gonna move the arm down to 3 o'clock and then 6 o'clock all the way down and then 9 o'clock. And lift it up at 12 again. Let's do 2 more. 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and up to 12. 1 more, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 12. Beautiful. Lower the left foot down, walk it out. You can lift one leg, kick, shake. Okay, let's go to the other side. Let's do the same movements on the left side. So just feet, just gonna stay down. You're gonna warm up the shoulder joint first. So you're gonna start circling that elbow, one direction. Maybe bring it to the front. And again, you can just twist your torso a little bit and really send that elbow towards the right. If that feels good. And pause, and you're gonna do the opposite direction. And maybe open that elbow out and send it towards the back. Maybe you're twisting your torso a little bit to the left. And pause, lower that arm down, shake it off. You can lift the legs, do a little movement here. Okay, and then standing on your right leg, lift left. Just circle that left hip joint. Keep breathing, don't forget the breath. Pause and reverse. And place that foot down. You can walk it out. If you need to lift legs to shake it off, that tension from the hip joint, do it. Now you're gonna lift the right leg and bend the knee with the in-breath. Exhale, stretch the legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. And place it down. Wonderful. Walk it out. Okay, moving back to the right foot and lifting up left leg. You're going to do the same. You're going to just bend the knee. Bending your left leg. Starting with the left arm down by your side. You're going to lift the left arm. Again, imagine you are at 12 o'clock. Now we're going to move the opposite direction. We're going to move towards number 9, 6, and 3. 12, 9, 6, and 3. 12, 9, 6, and 3. Come back up and lower it down and lower the leg. Beautiful. Walk it out. Lift one leg, kick it. You can try this exercise without holding the chair too. Maybe one day you can try it, but You can try that too. Alrighty, it's a balancing exercise and getting your legs ready to, strengthen the legs. Let's sit down. Beautiful. Let's sit down. Let's pause for a moment. Maybe you can close your eyes. Just observe your body, observe the heartbeat. Start feeling maybe the warmth in your body. Couple breaths here to really reconnect with the breath, reconnect with the body, observing the lower body, the feet, the legs, the hips. You can drink water if you need to, just a little pausing in between, resting. You can rest anytime you wish. And on your next inhale, slowly open your eyes. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna sit back up again, moving into our side bend. So you can either hold the chair with the left hand and lifting up right arm, or you can just have the left arm hang here. Take a breath, inhale, and on your exhale, you're gonna fold your torso towards the left, stretching the right side of the body. Make sure you keep that right hip seated. So both hips are in the chair. And inhale, come back up, bend the elbow, lower the arm down, and roll the shoulders. If you need that support, you can hold the chair with the right hand, lifting up left arm, or you can just have that arm hang. Inhale, and on your exhale, you're gonna fold towards the right, stretching the left side of your body. Keep the left hip in the chair, press it down, and then you're gonna feel that lengthening. So when you press your hip down, you can feel that opening of the side body. It's a little more. And inhale, come back up, bend the elbow or the arm down and roll the shoulders. Wonderful. Okay. Alrighty. So you're sitting up tall, you're closer to the edge of the chair. Let's have the feet and knees together for a twist. We're gonna place both hands on that right thigh. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale, twist to the right. Gazing towards the right. You're gonna stay here for 3 breaths, making the twist a little longer. And if it feels a little uncomfortable, don't twist so deeply. Or maybe after 2 breaths, maybe you can try to twist a little bit deeper. Maybe your body's opening up a little more. But you don't have to push anything, just follow the insights from your body. The body's gonna tell you what's good for you, where you're supposed to be. And on your next in and exhale, come back to the center. And you're gonna switch sides. So placing both hands on that left thigh, take a breath, inhale and exhale, twist your torso to the left. Again, we're gonna stay for like 3 breaths. And just observe what you feel, observe the breath moving up and down your spine. Staying a little bit longer. If we stay a little bit longer in the poses, we can, deepen the memory of that pose in our bodies. It's a little better for you too, because the body can have a little more time to open up. And some poses are more slower. We can do it slower, we can do it faster. Take a breath, inhale and exhale. And you can play with both, okay? You can stay longer or you can come out of the pose and do it faster. Alrighty, so separating the feet here, squaring the hips. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna lift up. So if you need more support, you can sit back a little more. You're gonna lift up the left leg and you're gonna turn the toes out and back to the center and turn the toes in. So we're actually just moving the foot. Try to move the foot in and out and in and out. And of course, you're working with your core here. And now you point down and flex and point down and flex. And you're gonna be feeling your core. If you need help, you can always hold the leg and place it down. Walk it out. You can always help yourself if it's too much for your body, okay? Lifting the right leg, you're gonna start pointing the toes out to the center, towards the left, center, out. So just play with that. You're really moving the toes in and out. Little twisting your ankle. And then pointing and flexing. And you let the leg be there, let the core help lift that leg. But if you need help, you can always help yourself. Beautiful. But your body always tell you what to do. So if you feel you need to hold that leg, hold it. Okay, walk it out. Beautiful. Alrighty. You're gonna come to the edge of the chair now. We're gonna stretch left leg, toes are pointing up. You're gonna take a deep breath. Inhale, lift both arms up. And on your exhale, you're gonna lean forward as far as comfortable for you. Looking down to your feet. Again, bring that core in, bring the lower belly in to support you and lengthen that spine. And on your next in breath, slowly come back up with the torso and lower the arms down. Okay, switch sides, walk it out. You can give yourself a little more room if that's not super comfortable. You can have the feet hip distance apart and then stretching right leg, toes are pointing up, arms by your side. Inhale, lift the arms. And on your exhale, you're gonna lean forward. Again, you're not rounding the spine. You're just leaning forward. It's you're folding from the hip. It's almost like you try to get your belly closer to your thigh. Go as far as comfortable for you. You're gonna feel your back. Bring that lower belly in to support you. And on your next inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bring the leg back. Beautiful. Let's roll the shoulders. Reaching back with the right hand. We're gonna do another twist here. Left hand is on your thigh, on the left thigh. Twist towards the right. Inhale here and exhale, come back. Let go of the chair. Reaching back with left arm, hold the chair, the side of the chair. Right arm stays on the right thigh. Take a breath, inhale. And exhale, turn, twist to the left. Inhale here and exhale, come back to the center. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders. Okay. Now you're gonna do our rope climbing with the hands. So lift up right arm and you're gonna grab your imaginary rope and really squeeze it. And now you're gonna start pulling that rope, right? You're gonna try to bring your body up on the rope. If it's too much on your neck to look up, then you just look straight. You don't look at your hands, but if it's available, you can look at your hand. Now you're gonna reach up with the left hand above your right and grab that imaginary rope. And you're gonna start pulling your hands and keep climbing. So first you grab with one hand and other hand. If it's too much on your neck, you can just look straight and you can just really reach with those arms. And see if you can reach further out and pull and further up and pull. It's really good for the back, for the arms. This is a wonderful exercise. And when you squeeze your hand, it's like you're grabbing that imaginary rope. You're really bringing a little tension in the arms. So you are, firing up the muscles in your arms. And one more, exhale, bring it down. Just shake your hands, roll the shoulders, and you're gonna feel a little more opening in the back body. Okay, wonderful, shake the hands. And we can just open and close our hands for a moment. Again, we can spread the fingers and bring them back close together. It's either palms facing forward or facing towards you, whatever feels comfortable. And shake it off, beautiful. Okay, let's sit a little bit more back so you have that support for your thighs. We're gonna work with the hip a little bit more. So lifting up right leg, hold the leg below the knee. Let's circle that hip joint. We already did a little opening on the hip joint. While we stand, this is a little deeper. And pause and reverse. Keep breathing, don't forget that breath. And exhale, place that foot down, squaring your hips here. Moving to the other side, get hold of your left leg, lift the leg, hold it below the knee, and start circling the left knee to bring that opening in the hip joint. And you see how far it needs to go, how far it feels comfortable. If you have any tenderness, just be aware of that. Be gentle with yourself. Pause and reverse. Keep deep breaths through the nose. Fill the body up with the breath. And exhale, place it down. Beautiful. Okay, walk in place. Alrighty. So we did that exercise climbing the rope. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna reach in front, okay? So you're gonna reach with the right hand, grab that rope, you're gonna pull it. It's like we're doing that, how do you call that? It's not the rowing, okay? But we're not gonna row with both hands at the same time. We're gonna row with one arm. It's like when you're rowing your boat. So reaching forward, grab it, pull it back. You can also turn the arms up. So you can do it with the fists turned down. You can do it with the fist turned up, and you can grab it in a different way. It's like you try to bring something towards yourself. Something beautiful. Okay, keep breathing. And exhale, shake it up. Beautiful, all the shoulders. All righty, let's pause for a moment before we stand up for more leg work. If you got tired, if you got warmed up, if you feel the heat in the body, you can drink your waters or anything if you need. And just sit back now, resting your back against the chair, really lifting the spine, have that length on your spine so your heart can stay open, and you can close the eyes for a moment if you wish. Or just soften the gaze, take a couple deep breaths. And when you exhale, really let the air coming out, relaxing your torso, relaxing the body. Observing the heartbeat here, just checking in with the body, with the sensations, checking in with the breath. Pausing for a moment. And on your next in and exhale, when you feel ready, you can just slowly start opening the eyes again. And let's stand up. Okay. You're gonna go behind the chair. You're gonna start with the left leg today. Stepping back with the left leg. So start with feet hip distance apart. You're gonna step back with the left leg, and you're gonna keep the heel lifted. Just as much as comfortable for you, okay? Just a little bit or a lot. We're gonna bend the front knee. We're gonna do our high lunge. So bending the front knee, the back leg, the left leg is straight. The front knee is 90-degree angle. It's right above the elbow, the ankle, and it's pointing towards the middle toes. Look down to your legs to position them. And you're gonna take a breath and lift your torso up, lifting off your lower back. So the weight is not pressing down, you're giving yourself space, your room for the lower back. And lengthening your torso, and your legs gonna lift a little bit, but you're gonna stand your feet into the ground. We can add one arm, left arm. You can hold the chair with one hand and just have one arm up, or you can do both arms up, letting go of the chair and really reaching up again and send the legs and the feet down. Balancing here in your high lunge. Feeling the power in your body, feeling the strength in your body. Inhale. And now place the hands together. If you are up here above your head, place the hands together, and with the next exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart. And then get the chair and step back. When you start balancing and you add a little bitty movement, you can throw off your balance, but it can give you a little more focus, to focus on what you're doing. Shake the legs. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're gonna step back again with that left leg, but just a little bit, maybe 1 foot. And you can still bend the front knee if you wish, and keep the sole, the heel on the ground. I'm gonna stretch the calf and the back of the leg. So you can stay here, or you can place your elbows on the chair for a nice stretch. And feel that opening on the calves. You should feel a little pull there. It feels really good. Opening up the legs. Breathing here. If you don't feel much, maybe you can step a little further back. And then on your next inhale, come back up. And just feel that leg. Feel the left leg. It feels a little bit different from the right. Okay, let's compensate. You stay where you are behind the chair. I'm turning. Start with feet hip distance apart. And you're just gonna step back with the right leg. Keep the heel lifted and bend the knee. And again, if you wanna add more workout to your legs, you can step back further and you can lower your torso a little more. And you can keep that knee bent. So it's up to you how much workout you wanna give to your body, okay? It's harder if your stance is longer, so just be aware of that, okay? Keep the heel lifted, bend the front knee, find your balance here in your feet, and on your next in-breath, lift the torso off your legs, the lower back, get some room here. And when you're ready, you can add one arm, right arm, or both arms. Finding your high lunge. Feel the power in the legs are engaged. Send those feet into the ground and send your arms up. Either both arms or one arm, whatever you're working with today, honor that. One breath. And next, you're gonna place your hands together. Exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart. And then go get hold of the chair and step back. Walk it out. You can lift one leg, shake, then the other. Beautiful. Now again, started feet hip distance apart. You're gonna step back a little bit shorter distance to be able to place the heel down flatly on the ground so that leg is flat on the ground. You can bend the front knee, the left leg, and just rest your elbows on the chair. And your torso is leaning forward too, to really open that calf on the right side. If you don't feel much, you can lift the leg, send it further back. Just breathe into it and enjoy the beautiful opening on the calf. It feels really, really good. And on your next inhale, slowly come back up, step back, and walk it out. And now you feel that lightness in the feet and the leg. Let's sit back in the chair. Beautiful. Just pause here again for a moment. Maybe if you want to close the eyes, close the eyes. And just let the breath be free and feel the sensations. Check in with your body. Do you feel the legs, the feet, the hips, the thighs, whatever you feel? Maybe you just feel that openness, that lightness in the lower body. Whatever you feel, observe for a moment. Connect with that. Acknowledge whatever you feel. Taking a couple of breaths. You can take deep breaths if that's what you want to take. Your body's gonna tell you if you need deep breaths, do that. If you can just let the breath be free, do that. Just pausing for a moment. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Alrighty. Okay, let's do our hip stretch. So sit up tall again, away from the back of the chair. I usually like to sit closer to the edge of the chair when I do my hip stretch, my pigeon pose. And let's start with the left leg today, either crossing just ankle over ankle or placing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Walking the right foot wherever it's comfortable for you. Maybe you can walk it further forward. That's gonna lower the hips. See if that's more comfortable for you. And then flex the foot if you're up here. And if you already feel a pull, a gentle pull in your hip joint, stay up here. If you don't, you're gonna start leaning forward. And find that version that really fits your body's needs at this moment. Every day can be different. Every time can be different. Sometimes our hip is very tight. Sometimes we are way more open. So just see where you're supposed to be today. Closing your eyes if you wish. Focus on the left hip joint. See how you feel. And let the breath help you open up that hip joint to create that space in the hip joint. So you can start directing your breath towards the hip. So just inhale into the hip, send the breath there, and exhale from the hip. And let the hip release on its own. Releasing the tension, letting go of the holding. Trusting the body, what it needs, it will do it. And a couple more breaths here. And your next inhale, slowly come back up. Place that foot down. Squaring your hips here to move to the other side. So either crossing just right ankle over left ankle and lean forward here for a hip stretch. This is not so deep, but it's not available for everybody to place the ankle on top of the knee. So you can do that version. If your body tells you it's fine to come up here, then do it. And you can always slide that foot a little bit further forward to lower that leg if that's needed, or just stay where you are. Okay. If you don't feel the pull, you can start leaning forward to make this pose a little bit deeper to help with the opening. If you wish, you can close your eyes and start taking a couple deep breaths and send them to that hip joint. So we're opening up the right side. You're observing the hips, one feels different from the other. It's okay. You just work with what you have, accept what you have. Just be compassionate. When we are compassionate to ourselves, to our bodies, then the magic really happens. When we try to ignore our bodies, we try to push away, we try to push things down, then it's not, our body's not going to be happy. You just acknowledge what's happening in your body. Maybe sometimes talk to it, have a conversation. Send the breath there. And you see the magic. Okay, one more breath here, and your next inhale, slowly come back up. Beautiful. Okay. So just place that foot down, walk it out, squaring your hips. Let's roll the shoulders. Bringing the arms back behind you. Stretch your arms to really bring the shoulder blades together for an open heart. Lift up the sternum. Imagine something is pulling you up from the sternum, lifting your heart. When your shoulder blades are touching in the breath, they support the lifting of the heart. So just a couple breaths here. And relax the torso, let go of the chair. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders. And lift up right arm, bring it over to the left, either supporting that arm or you can just hug it. Whatever feels good. Open up that shoulder a little bit. And lower the arm down, slowly roll the shoulders. Lifting up left arm, bring it over to the other side. Either just support that arm or maybe hug it. See if you can bring it a little closer, only if it feels good, do not force it. And exhale, lower it down, roll the shoulders. Now you're gonna reach back behind and you're gonna place the hands behind your seat. If it's too much, you can still hold the sides of the chair, but if you can go a little deeper, maybe do that. Again, stretching your arms here, lift the heart up, lift the sternum up, bring the lower belly in to really lift the whole spine. And exhale, slowly relax, and then let go. Roll the shoulders, beautiful. Alrighty, let's sit all the way back. Supporting your back against the chair. Maybe you can put a little pillow behind your lower back, a smaller pillow, of course, not a big one. to support that lower back, that curving in your lower back if you want that. You can bring a little chair or a second chair to place your feet up for another nice relaxation. Whatever works for you today, every day can be different. And just wiggle your body here to find a comfortable pose. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes or just soften that gaze, look down. For a moment, observing what's happening in the body, again, sensations, feelings. Just feel the opening in the body, the spaces you work with, the joints, the muscles, places you work with in your body. See if you can sense anything in those spots. I'm gonna start to take a few deep breaths through the nose. Inhaling through the nose and exhale through the nose and mouth. Start lengthening the breath. And you can take a deep breath in the belly. Feel the belly up first. Then breathe a little deeper. Bring the breath up towards your diaphragm and take another deep breath. It's like really feeling out the lungs all the way up to the top. And then start exhaling from the shoulders down, diaphragm, and lower belly. Empty the way all the way out. And when you feel you're already all emptied, just push the air out a little more. There's a little more air in there. Bring maybe the lower belly in, press the air out, emptying fully. And then your lung is ready for another deep breath. Filling up the belly first, and then deep in more, deep breath. Bring it up to the diaphragm, and then even more all the way to the top of the chest. And now empty out from the shoulders down, diaphragm, and lower belly. So how the breath flows in, this is the 3 parts of breath, the yogic breath. So how this breath works, when you bring into the belly, the breath really moves out from the back forward. When you bring the air up towards the diaphragm, the diaphragm actually moves sideways. So the breath moves to the right and to the left. And when you bring the breath up, the breath actually moves from down to up. And when you exhale, exhale from above, you exhale down. And then the air comes in from the sides. And then emptying out the belly, the air moves from the belly out towards the back. So it's a very interesting movement in your body. If you can just follow that for a moment, maybe for the next in-breath, really feel this breath, how it moves in different parts of your body. Different directions in the body. And now you're just gonna let the breath be free. Let the breath guide you. You're not guiding the breath anymore. You're not controlling the breath anymore. Just start feeling that peace, the body, that calmness. You really surrender to this peace and calmness. Letting go, no more control. You surrender to what it is. You just are. It's just the being. You don't need to think, you don't need to do anything. You just are. And send your focus to the top of the head, relaxing the scalp, the eyelids, relaxing your forehead, the ears, the muscles of your face, relaxing your jaw. Relax the neck, the shoulders, arms, forearms, relaxing your hands and your fingers, relaxing the chest, the upper back, relaxing the lower back, Relax the stomach area, the lower belly. Relaxing your hips, your thighs, your pelvis. Relax the knees, the legs, the feet, and the toes. The whole body is fully relaxed. You can still feel the chair holding you. And the chair is there to support you, to hold you. And letting go any holding from the body. Your muscles don't need to hold you anymore. You just let them be. Now observing your body, this completely relaxed, beautiful state. Observe your mind. Feel that calmness, feel that peace. See if you can sense any beautiful spiraling sensations or floaty sensations in the body, any movements in the body that might get your attention. Heartbeat can grab your attention, whatever it is, just observe and stay with that. Just enjoy this peace. And just think of something that you are grateful for. See how that can lift your body, your emotions. You can change, and you think of something that you are grateful for or someone. Just really want to smile. So gratitude practice is a very powerful practice. It really helps you to focus on positive, focus on the things that work, focus on the people that really nice to you or sweet to you or they're very dear to you. You can focus on nature, you can focus on a pet or whatever brings you joy at this moment. First thing that comes to your mind. Just feel that beautiful joy and happiness in the whole body. A feeling of gratitude really fills you up, it really holds you, surrounds you. And take a little breath into the heart, inhale and exhale now, and send some of that gratitude out into the world, whatever direction you wish. Send it out. If you don't know where to send it, just trust it's gonna go where it's needed. I'm gonna stay for a couple more breaths in silence. Just staying enjoying this peace. Now gently gonna take a deep breath, inhale. And you can exhale through the mouth, blow the air out. I'm gonna start wiggling your fingers, your feet, slowly coming back to the home. Feel the body first. Maybe touch your thighs. And when you're ready, you can gently open the eyes. Coming back fully. And let's sit up. Hands in front of your heart. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, bow to your heart. Bowing to yourself, honor yourself. Namaste. Honoring everything that surrounds you. And now you're gonna honor each other. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me.